Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Growth of country would be incomplete without development of Northeast, said Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Meghalaya government to have discussions on roster system soon. Load shedding situation in the state will improve soon, says Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. And PDF Vice President resigns following the decision of the party to merge with NPP. The news in detail. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has said that growth of the country would remain incomplete without the development of the Northeast. Addressing the 21st convocation of the Dibrugarh University in Assam, Mr. Dhankar said that the 8 states of the Northeast are truly the Ashtalakshmi of the country and their development is vital for the country. Remembering the legends of Assam, including great Ahom General Lachit Borphukan and Bharat Ratna Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, Dhankar appreciated the role of the Dibrugarh University in preserving language. The Vice President also emphasized that students should also try unconventional things in life to get success as progress comes from innovation.
India happens to be the fastest growing large economy in the world. We happen to be a favored global destination of opportunity and investment, as was indicated by the Honorable Governor. In September 2022, we had the distinction to attain the status of 5th largest global economy. And what was the icing on the cake? In doing so, we overtook our erstwhile colonial masters. A great achievement, a tribute to visionary leadership and hard work of our people.
The discussions on the controversial issue of the roster system and the Meghalaya State Reservation Policy 1972 would start after May 15th. Informing this here on Tuesday, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said the Cabinet is going through multiple presentations on the issue from the departments. He said that the government intends to call all MDA members, political parties, different civil society groups from all areas and other important stakeholders to discuss the matter at length. There has been a huge uproar on the implementation of the roster system after the High Court accidentally came to know that it was not being followed while filling government job vacancies.
The Cabinet is going through all the details. Most likely, post the 15th, we will be having within this month itself, as I had mentioned earlier also, that in the month of May, these discussions will start and we will invite everybody. So we intend to call all our MDA members, all the political parties, all the different civil society from all areas and other important stakeholders, religious leaders, because it's something that we feel that everybody should be involved in and must understand all the facts.
Meghalaya Chief Minister and National President of the National People's Party NPP, Conrad Sangma, on Tuesday visited Laumei under Soyong constituency to garner support for the party's candidate Samlin Malnyang for the upcoming adjourned Soyong elections. The Chief Minister, while addressing the gathering, said that this election is different from the general election as people already know that there is a NPP-led government and this is the government that will be able to bring development for the people.
NPP! Long live NPP! Long live NPP! Then let us work together and vote for the candidature of Pa Samlin, who is contesting on the NPP party ticket with the symbol of the book. Of the National People's Party, many leaders today are joining the NPP. Today, leaders from UDP and other parties are also joining the NPP. I'm very happy to inform you that today the PDF party has had its central executive meeting. And in that central executive meeting of the PDF has decided that all their MLAs and all the party leaders will merge into the National People's Party on this day.
As Meghalaya continues to reel under load shedding, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has expressed confidence that the situation would improve soon. Speaking to media persons here on Tuesday, Conrad Sangma said the load shedding situation has been complicated this year, although the election phase made it less acute. Assuring reforms in the MEECL, he said, only a decent volume of rainfall or the state's ability to purchase power at a reasonable rate could bring some respite for the consumers. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister also said that the first engagement between the Assam and Meghalaya governments in the second phase of border talks will be initiated this month.
Load shedding, as I said, we have to understand that this year specifically has been a much more complicated year for us. We had elections, and because of the election procedures, election commission and many other factors, in the current situation, the only respite that we will get is once we see some kind of good rainfall that we can get, or once we're able to see that we're able to purchase the power at a slightly more reasonable rate. The rates are very high. We are working out the dates. Hopefully, we should be able to initiate the first talk within the month of May itself. But obviously, as I said, it's a process. So it's not that we will see everything happen in one day, but at least the initiation part, we will try our best.
Following the decision of the Central Executive Committee CEC to endorse the proposal of merging with the NPP, PDF Vice President James Ban Basayamoit today resigned from the party. Basayamoit submitted his resignation to Party President Gavin Milliam as he does not want to be a part of this move of merging with the NPP. Expressing his sadness at the move of merging the party as he was the founding member of PDF, Basayamoit said that such merger is not encouraging and people in such cases will lose faith on the regional forces.
Kaya garai ke juki tiki yang garai ba berfak isi member kilalong miling ban merge no sakawai pat ke party dak ba mut ban pendam no ya ka idea tinggal ngam kwa bandai we naki ban khliap no leni ban pelip no iu momiti te kabhai nga bangam jam hi jumut ban nech ban ya merge lam sakawai party te kabhai nga bang resign no na party.
The Voice of the People Party VPP on Tuesday organized its second phase of public meeting at Nongstoin on the issue of roster system and reservation policy. The public meeting aimed to seek support from the public as far as the demand to review the state reservation policy and to provide proper and correct perspective to the public on the implementation of the roster system. Speaking in the public meeting, VPP Chief Arden Miller Basayamoit said that VPP is not only a party which came into existence just to fight the election, but to stand for the issues of the Jait Bin Rio and the state as a whole.
The voice of the people party nong if come day tang seng in election regarding a seng kaban yang nang tang chat real kadang seng kaban yang nang tang ri baro boy gomang la bu ya kata ke chi chai ngin pendra pat ba ya kata ke vision lani ke chi chai to revive, restore and transform Meghalaya.
Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Minister Alexander Lalu Hek has renewed his call to the state government to provide land to government doctors after they retire from service, as is done in the case of IAS officers. He said doctors from outside the state do not want to stay in the state post-retirement as they cannot buy land due to the Land Transfer Act. He added that these doctors are an asset for the state and they must be retained in the state for the benefit of the people.
If we give them some places to stay, not free, they will buy the land. Like what they have done for the bureaucrats, the same parameter should be applied to our doctor who are going to stay here and retain and give their services to the people of Meghalaya.
And a quick look at the weather report now. The maximum temperature recorded was 23.5 degrees Celsius, the minimum 15.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 73%, while that in the evening grew to 86%. 0.2 millimeters of rainfall was recorded. The forecast: light to moderate rain is very likely at a few places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune into our daily bulletin. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Growth of country would be incomplete without development of Northeast, says Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Meghalaya government to have discussions on roster system soon. Load shedding situation in the state will improve soon, says Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. And PDF Vice President resigns following the decision of the party to merge with NPP. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.